In today's video, we will be answering the question, what makes NF so successful? The reason behind this video comes after the release of his new album titled Hope, which left many surprised by the success displayed. People were shocked by the album debuting at the number 2 spot on the charts with 122,000 copies sold first week. While you may be surprised, there are 122,000 people who aren't, which gets me excited for this topic. For those not familiar with NF, he first came on the scene as a rapper in 2010 with his debut album Moments. For the next couple years, he would stay consistent with releases, eventually signing a deal with Capital Christian Music Group in 2014. That deal would push NF to a larger audience where he would really make a name for himself, even having the number 1 album in 2017 with the Perception album. I actually saw NF live the next year in 2018 when he was on tour with Logic. While I didn't know much about him at the time, I really enjoyed his performance. His stage presence was huge, and that made me connect with him even though I didn't know his music. Fast forward to April 7th, 2023, and NF releases the new album Hope, where all of his efforts have been leading to. When thinking about the success that is NF, there is not just one reason. I think the biggest piece that starts everything I'm about to get into is the word connection. On every NF project, on his tours, wherever you may see him, he builds a connection through being very personal. His albums are deep with emotions meant to provide an insight into his mind where you realize maybe we aren't so different. People connect with his music on a personal level, which drives them to become fans. Now, because of the type of connection he builds through more heartfelt emotions, it is harder to people just to become surface level fans. When you connect with it, you really connect with it, which drives a more loyal fan base. In countless videos across my channel, I have talked about the importance of building a loyal fan base. When you build that dedicated fan base, they are more than just casual listeners. They show up to listen to your album right when it drops, they are willing to see the artist live, and they are open to spending money on merchandise. Casual listeners are important to an artist, of course, but the key is turning them from a casual listener to a dedicated listener, and that is what NF has been doing. In some interviews, NF has talked about how he gets emotional during his performances from the songs he writes, but also seeing the faces of those who are affected by it. People relate to his music, and that drives him as an artist as it drives listeners to his music. NF does stay consistent with his releases, however, they are always spread out once every year or two. Because of that, his releases are more meaningful to his life and to those who listen. If he was releasing this type of music every few months, people would get tired of it, but NF comes with a punch with his spread out releases, allowing him to build off of that. A question I see relating to this topic is if NF is successful because he is a Christian rapper. It's a reasonable question to ask because he has been vocal about that and is signed to a Christian label. While I don't have the data on his listeners, I would say it plays a small part just because that is who he is. People buy into the artist too. However, to say that is the main reason he is successful is just wrong. His music and style is a lot deeper than religion, which allows him to connect to a larger audience. NF has been working towards this level of success for over a decade now. He is far from an overnight success. I don't think people should be surprised by the news of his first week sales, as this has been happening for a while now. With the praise this album is already receiving, it fits right in with NF's discography, and I won't be surprised when this happens again on the next album. Congratulations to NF on the release and success of his new album Hope. What are your thoughts on this topic? Are you surprised by the success of NF? Let's talk about it in the comments below. I personally enjoyed the new album. My favorite song is Motto. Also, let me know if you'd be interested in an NF financially free video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.